Five, four, three, two, one. This is the J08, also known as Jeremy J. Guillory. We
Couple
got,
Mike here, ready from being off last week, and I had a plumbing
yeah,
being worked on, stuff that happened last week I could be on.
yeah. So before we begin, we gotta do some house cleaning from last week. Um, so, um, Bobby and his wife are back together now.
Okay.
They made up in the hospital, so everything's good. Everything's fine with them. No legal action is being taken um, between anyone at this time. He's still having his match against Johnny Blaze. Um, anyway, today we are going to be talking about. We are going from home wreckers to home breakers. So, times where wrestlers have actually broken into the homes of other stars for to kick their ass and things. Examples would probably be the infamous Stone Cold and Brian Pillman incident, Triple H, and Randy Orton. Can you think of some others that may have happened as well?
The Undertaker, Mystery Darkness going to Force McMahon's home. They're trying
Yeah,
to get Stephanie. Let's see what else. Oh, the compound match. It was a match. It was still an invasion, but it was a match. I don't think it was Undertaker's home with AJ Styles, but that's a match. But I still count it as a home invasion. It was his property. And there's somebody I heard. I heard about Triple H being Randy's home. That's what I heard. I'm trying to watch some of these videos on YouTube, but they're not complete, so I'm trying to figure out if I can remember. Oh, and one time they're trying to interview Jimmy Garden in World Class, and people found out that Precious was his wife and Sunshine wasn't. His Priest manager was his cousin, and had a big fall on that. Ruined Jimmy's career. That was in Texas back in the 80s. Who else? The Truth winning the 24/7 title against Brodsky, I think it was.
yeah.
That's another home invasion match. That's about all I can think of so far. Oh, the Undertaker and Paul Bearer Nation. That's all I know.
Wasn't there a home invasion between Undertaker and DDP at one time?
Who? No, it was the stalking. DP was announced as stalking. He went to Undertaker's home and did film footage. He's the
Yeah.
stalker. This is him taking pictures of the Undertaker and his wife in the home, stuff like that. He didn't invade their home. He didn't reveal himself until he was in the ring.
Yeah.
He just stalked. He didn't go into their home. He just took videotape on the Undertaker and his wife, stuff like that. That's all that was. Fleeing to a match. It wasn't home. It was really home invasion.
Okay.
He didn't invade and attack the Undertaker. He just said to him, film him. That's totally different. That's a breaker.
Okay.
It's not an invasion.
Okay. Do you think that the homes that they actually do for those storylines are actually the wrestlers' homes, or do you think that those are?
Nope. Nope, they're setups. If I look at a house, but the pillow one was real. That was the only one that was real. Let's start on the home invasion right there. That was real. If someone Austin really did had a romantic each other because what happened to their tag team, and then when the pillow started really hitting them and stuff like that, he didn't like that. So they wanted to do a real home invasion. But the gun was a surprise.
Yeah.
Austin didn't know he was going to have a gun on, but the gun was a prop. It wasn't a real gun. It was a prop gun. But still, it was a gun, and he walked out of the house. He was surprisingly asked about it. He says, people were good on me and stuff like that. That's the only, and the Austin Man house, that was the only real invasions. Everybody's houses were just rented. Either they rented from the family and perhaps pay all the damages, or empty house being looked at, perhaps pay all the damages. Some stars' homes were not real. None were real, except for the two I mentioned.
Okay.
Because they wouldn't want to go to a real person's home and really destroy their property, set trinkets and stuff like that they can't place, That's totally stupid. They do it that way.
Yeah.
Well, let's rush along that way. It all depends what homes they are. Some are real, some are not. I can only tell you the two I know.
Okay.
So I got allergies today, folks, so I'm going to be sniffing a lot. Because the weather's changing again at that damn smoke in this area in New York State. I live in New York State, up where the smoke was. I live with severe storms today, so I don't know if I'm going to be still on right now. I'm just wondering right now. I'm supposed to hit sometime next hour or so. Might be on, might not be on. Might be knocked off. That's what happens.
Yeah.
That's just one warning. I try to get back on my phone, but I don't think it's going to work. I got a new phone still working on.
Yeah.
I'm just warning you right now what's going to happen. It
Yeah.
does.
Yeah. So let's take a look at the storyline between Triple H and Randy Orton. When
Yeah. I don't know what the storyline was. Some of the storylines, like I said, I don't know. Because it's been a while or I haven't seen it. Because of work schedule. Sometimes I
it
work
was
like early in nights during the Monday Night Raw.
it was a build up to their match at WrestleMania 25.
Okay.
Um,
That was a pretty good match.
yeah, Randy Orton
agree.
was the heel during that entire time, where he was attacking Stephanie McMahon, he was attacking Vince, got to Triple H's head, and he goes on to this interview, says that, oh, he hears these voices and things, it's a mental thing, and Triple H just shows up at his home, starts attacking him, and throws him through the window. So that was
That was his real house.
yeah,
That way, that's a setup house. And the girl in there wasn't his wife. I heard it was a wrestler acting like his wife. You can only see the back of her.
okay,
You don't see her face, and it was a female wrestler basically doing the acting for him. That wasn't his real house. Because we already shown his documentary what real house looked like. That wasn't his real house.
okay.
You already know
So
the documentary what his house looks like, so it was a phony house.
okay, so
That's what I heard.
okay,
I'm just speculating.
Who-
Not definitely, I'm just speculating. I think.
who was John Cena in the storyline with when he invaded? I think it was him that invaded someone's home, or someone else invaded his home.
It was
And
Edge.
Edge.
And then he just wanted to slap his father.
Okay,
He walked in, his father walked in, started yelling, and then he slapped him before he left. Him and Lita. That's the one I remember. I don't know if it's 81 home pages, Jesse was up there. That's the only one I remember. That's the storyline. And I believe we're still together. That was after the betting ring, and they're supposed to have sex in the bed thing.
yeah,
Happened after that, but Cena got the title back, and Edge wanted to kill him on the title, so he did the home station and they right there. I don't know who's real house or not, but that was a real father that got slapped.
yeah. There were also times where they've also invaded the hotel rooms as well.
Oh yeah, this is the Cena Nexus, or the Four Horsemen incident with I don't know what was, I forgot. I think it was like, I don't know if it's like Sluger or somebody kept going the horse, what's
The-
flare up the horseman left. Now from another angle, I remember from the others, I forgot who the wrestler was. That did that.
Yeah,
But then they took it from that storyline and repeated it for Raw for John Cena, the Nexus and all that.
yeah. The crazy thing is that yes, they can probably pull it off back then for the hotel rooms, but if you notice, you need a special key for a hotel room now. So if they do it now, it's kind of like, well, whenever I see them do it now, my first question is okay, that's very good entertainment and everything, but how the hell did they get that hotel key?
When the wrestler leaves with a hotel key, the outside for the angle, they put the key in, see, let the wrestler in and start beating up. Because they will not give wrestler the key. Everyone knows the angles. They make it an angle, and wrestler come in, the wrestler walked out, puts his key into the doors open, takes his key out, and walks away, and then the fight pursues. It's a storyline. That's
Yeah.
how it works now. The hotel rooms, the person leaves with the key, puts the key in like the wrestler to do the storyline. You know?
Okay.
Or they knock on the door opens. Or they come in as a waiter and don't know what that waiter starts beating everyone up, you know? How does the English work? They get permission from the hotel, then the wrestlers who share the room or whatever, allow the wrestlers to have the key to come out and into the angle. That's why Ric Flair and them back in the 90s, before NWO showed up. I forgot what wrestler was that did that, but that's what they did back then. They're still doing it now. Not as much anymore, but don't know many angles like that anymore because they get boring after a while.
Yeah.
You know, you do some money, then it's going to turn the fans off. You know? That's why you can keep changing wrestling every now and then. Get people there. But
Yeah.
it changes every so often.
Yeah. So, let's see what else here. How far?
I don't think it's. I don't think AEW. I think it's AEW when the Hardys were invaded by GF, I think it was. So it goes home for the first angle of the horror match, and then later on they did it with the that was TNA. Yeah, they did it with the Moose's team. First time they did it, the home invasion, they spooked them all, spooked everybody out. And then we went to WWE and did what it was an actual match. Those are two invasion angles. It's hard to set them up. It was at their own compound. Both matches, both places were. Both angles.
Yeah.
That was kind of home. They were invited, but it's kind of a great kind of a setup. Scare them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Those two things actually happened. I remember those.
Yeah, and then there's Hardys have been known to do the Hardy compound matches as well. They even did one against.
What was scared the system before the tag team match on the pay-per-view? It was just a walk-in, getting scared, stuff like that. Get lost in the mansion, and all of a sudden, and all the kids, all the family got together to scare them too. That was not a match. That was just a preview of what their match was going to be. The tag team match in TNA. The WWE one was a match.
Yeah. So
TNA wasn't. It was just the match didn't do it too great.
yeah.
Compound match was WWE.
How often do you think, or how early do you think that the promotions actually record those segments before the show?
Well, they get together with the wrestlers, and then they go over what's going to happen. Then they'll find a house, either use their own house, which they don't do that often, or they go and do an empty house to be rented, or somebody's house and talk to them. Give some money to use the house for an angle. Anything they break, their precious trinkets get taken away, put in another room, and all fake stuff gets put in the room for the shop. Plus it's going to break, so it won't cost them anything, and then they go with it. But it's kind of hard to try to find a house to do it. A lot of people will not allow to do it anymore. So they go through real estate listings, go through empty houses and fill them and empty them back out.
Yeah.
That's what they do these days with the houses. Now they use the empty houses if they're damaged stuff. If there's a school in there, so you go look inside, that's the person's real house. They're not going to destroy anything. That's the type between reality and fake. Oh, hey, kitty. Wants me on the. It told you, Kim wants me on the show.
She does this sometimes.
Kitty. Kitty wants me on the show. You know that? Like our cat did.
Yeah.
I told you, I'm going to see him on TV.
Yeah. So, let's see.
The difference between using your own home or using a fake one.
Yeah. There was another storyline that we haven't talked about for the hotel rooms, and that was the Big Boss Man and Al Snow.
Oh, yeah, the puppy incident.
The puppy incident, yes.
Wait a He didn't
Yeah.
eat his dog food. That was real meat. That wasn't a dog. Dog was fine.
Yeah.
People thought the dog was eating meat. He said, no, no, no. It was beef. Canned beef he was eating. It wasn't the dog. It's just an angle. People got mad at that. Oh, you killed the dog. They actually believed it until Snow brought the dog out, told the dog was fine. And the
Yeah.
owner of the dog said, oh, your dog is fine. He had to show a picture and everything. He showed people the dog was fine. It wasn't
Yeah.
dead. People kind of
Yeah.
believed it back then. Because you know how unpredictable
Yeah.
the educator was.
Yeah, that led to the dog kennel from hell.
PETA and all that stuff, but the dog, yeah, it showed the dog was fine.
Yeah, that led up to the dog kennel from hell match, and that failed out tremendously.
Dogs, you got a dog, you go outside the ring, dogs attack you.
The dogs were supposed to attack, but they ended up licking them. They
I
It-
know, but they both attacked, it looked like they attacked, but they didn't want to get bitten. That's the thing. The wrestlers didn't want to get bitten, so instead they just nipped and licked. Everybody knew that, everybody understood that. You don't
yeah,
want a wrestler get what happened when Jake the Snake did to Roger Mary Savage ever happening again.
yeah,
That was real. You don't want that animal attacking anyone like that ever again. That's why they bought non-tame dogs look like they're mean dogs, but they weren't. Because they didn't want animals getting hurt, they want the wrestlers getting hurt at one Randy Savage.
yeah,
Because Vince and wrestling will not let that happen again. It shocked too many people, scared too many people. So that's why sometimes you don't use animals much anymore because of that,
yeah,
because of that incident. So
yeah. Can you think of any other well, there nowadays, if you've watched WWE, whenever they're doing an
I
home,
tried, but
and-
it's not guaranteed. I tried, not guaranteed. So I don't get monies off anymore. So
yeah.
I try
So,
to watch it, but something.
so the last home invasion angle that I saw was with AJ Styles, and all AJ did was stand outside of his home in Georgia and said that, oh, I heard my opponent was going to come and invade my home and threaten my family, and I'm staying here live via satellite and things.
Who the
and-
opponent was?
I want to say it was Kevin Owens, but I'm not 100% certain.
No. Samoa Joe.
You sure?
He's outside the house. AJ was in the ring. AJ ran off. Joe left because his buddy was in the house with his wife. And then he told him that there was a wrestler outside the ring and she saw who it was. And then he left.
Okay.
He was ringing the doorbell and say, Daddy's home. Then he's supposed to walk away from it. And then his buddy told him that his wrestler was outside the door trying to get in. That's Samoa Joe. I saw that on a little bit on the internet, on YouTube, of trying to find everything for this podcast, and I found that little tidbit. It's Samoa Joe. It wasn't Kevin Owens.
Okay.
Kevin
Okay.
Owens never did home invasion anything. He kept everything in the ring.
Okay.
don't
Yeah,
think
I
he did
thought.
home invasion. He wouldn't do anything like that. It's not his nature.
Yeah,
Might be
I-
one time for
I was-
fighting a wrestler outside the home, but that was the only time.
yeah. I thought it was a little bit more recent than that, but yeah,
Yes, Samoa Joe did that. I don't know if anyone else did, because like I said, I'm just seeing what's on the top 10 or whatever's on YouTube. That's the only invasion they showed Samoa Joe trying to get AJ's house.
yeah,
Ring
yeah,
the doorbell.
yeah,
So that's the
yeah.
only time. I don't get another person thing on it, and I found it on there. So every single home invasion they showed on there. They showed every single one. And that's and also AJ Styles talking with Fire Buddy.
Can you think of
I
any?
don't know.
Do you know if?
How about Dominic Mysterio and Rhea Ripley try to go to Dominic's family's house for the holiday dinner, and they're arrested? That
Yeah.
one?
Would you really consider that as a home invasion when?
Yeah, because he wasn't invited. He just walks on it. His father didn't invite him. That's what
Yeah.
he did. And he walks right in, and then his ribbon found out, and they kicked him out and called the cops. Supposedly called the cops.
Yeah,
Yeah, that ain't good.
yeah,
Trying to get him more of a bad guy. Him, because he wanted to be a bad guy. Ray knew that, so he helped him become a bad guy by doing that
Yeah.
of his career. Now he's built his career now. He's halfway at the top tier. Everybody's building. He don't care.
Yeah.
You know. So, yeah, he's back. He gets back. I can't stay on the show.
So,
He just keep climbing on top of you. So he wants a computer, he goes to the computer. Hi, pretty kitty. Aww.
so,
Okay, back to the show. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I used to have animals, so.
yeah.
And I can't have animals here anymore, so hardly nothing.
Yeah. So, let's see. What, yeah, so there were several segments.
Can you talk about homewreckers too? Angles that actually become real life with wrestlers? Virtual storyline, can we do that too? Or several of those? Like
We talked all about that last week.
I wasn't here last week.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to say about a couple things. Just a couple things. Allow me to say it. The incident between Benoit, Sullivan, and Nancy was real. They turned to a storyline because Benoit's contract was coming off, and they went to ECW while he stayed there. After that, they became friends. But after the incident, no, that's an I want to mention it, but that was the one that was big. What was the other one? There was one more that don't good that. I think of it. Well, I keep going. Try to think of it. Oh, Lex Luger, Ray Savage in the NWO. They didn't really show it, but when Loser Ranch and Elizabeth, they were together. No one knew that. Randy did. Randy broke up with Elizabeth because she was sleeping with Luger.
Yeah.
That's the reason. There you go. That's why they came to Angle and they're against each other. I don't know if it's true or not. If you're watching, if I'm wrong, Lex, contact Jeremy and he'll correct me. I'm just doing what I remember.
Yeah.
I can remember.
So,
I know we got viewership up since we had Facebook, so
yeah.
a lot of people are told about watching it right now, or watching it later. They're watching it now. You know, they're watching it. They like the show. They ask me if I get paid for it. I said, no, we're fans. We don't get paid for nothing. This is a fan show. It's not a show getting paid. We'll investigate reporters because we have no degree in reporting. We're just fans. So, that's all we are. Okay, continue the story. Continue with the film records. Like I say.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
I'm say last week.
when it comes to the home wreckers, we were trying to transition to this part of the story last week, but there was so much stuff going on with Bobby that we just had to just talk about the home, those with affairs and other stuff as well.
I could contribute it, like I said, I had so much stuff going on.
Yeah. So,
Could do it.
um,
It was 2 hours before the broadcast, folks. That's what happened.
yeah. So, there was a story. Let me think here. So, do you think that there would ever be a story where a wrestling couple is already broken up in real life, no one actually knows it, and the girl's new boyfriend, who's also a wrestler, starts an angle with the ex, and they do a home invasion angle there for the storyline, and they ended up go ahead and doing the match, and the current boyfriend wins the match. Do you think that they'll ever do something like that, a storyline like that?
No, never. They've never done it at all. never done that to anyone's home or anything. Never has, never will.
Why do you think that is?
It's just too personal. Lay everything in the ring, that's fine, but it's too personal to try to get into the backstory life. Like, example, Edge, Pretty and Lita. They want to go to their met and his home to do an angle. They both said no.
Yeah.
They said won't be good for the breakup, won't be good for anything, for the personal business. But the angle is the angle, the Matt's contract was coming up. Matt wanted to leave, and she didn't. So that's when Matt left for SmackDown and Edge stayed on Raw.
Okay.
So that's what happened. That's the reason why they're thinking about. I don't know if they're thinking about splitting. I think they're actually thinking about splitting, but the way it happened, it surprised Matt. That was real. He didn't think it happened that way. So when he found out through the boys, they were sleeping together when he was injured. That's the
Yeah.
common language people. The shit hit the fan.
Who did?
Never do an angle like that 'cause it's too personal. They will never do that. Personal life, if when you do outside the ring, their business, don't be involved in. Only a storyline angle couple. That's it, not real life. That's too big for.
So you may have already answered this ahead of time, but who was the first? What storyline was the first home angle storyline, or home invasion storyline?
Okay. Supposedly, Jerry Lawler going to the Hart home, saying that Brett was big from one and real pictures of Owen that people didn't care about, but Owen came back on. That's supposed to be the first wrestling angle home that he ever had. But the first ones, I saw many in the 80s, and other organizations did it too at the time. Not just WWE, everybody else did it. There's so many home invasion angles like I mentioned. But that's the biggest one everybody's remembered is Jerry Lawler going to the Hart home.
Okay.
And Owen Hart was going to come get a guy, and that was going against him, help him out. That was the angle. It was not his house. I think it was the band's house they were using. They put pictures all over the place, red pictures. That's how putting the house we used. But that was the first in-home angle we saw. Someone's in-home in an angle.
Okay.
People say Stone Cold, but a lot of people they probably didn't watch it before that. Maybe before that, for the NWO, WCW angles. It didn't have much ratings back then for both organizations or family. All everybody knows if you try to find online where it happened, like you think 93, 94 for the Attitude Era. Bret Hart first came in as Blue Blazer, and they went himself and fought his brother.
Yeah.
That led to WrestleMania 10 match against him.
Can you think of any other home invasions or hotel invasions that we have not mentioned or talked about?
I'm trying to think of top of my head. Let's see. I'm trying to think. Not really. I don't know if you got anything. I can't think of anything. I've been close to everything. I remember.
Okay.
Like I said, it wasn't many home invasion angles, basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
Only a few years down the road, they did once in a while, but they stopped doing it since the last time I think was 2023. I think the last home invasion one when the White House blew up.
Yeah.
And that was the last angle they used to blew the shit up. I think that was the last angle on it. I remember. Anything else? Maybe a little later, I don't know. I don't know when the Seth Rollins thing happened. Before that, I don't know.
Yeah.
I was like, too much out there. I don't know what happened first. What was the last one? Just speculating.
Okay. And
I don't know if you can think of anything. I can't. Like, too much.
Okay.
I didn't get much time to do my homework. You told me 2-3 days ago. I'll go online wrestling videos and find more.
yeah,
I
other
didn't get
than
much time, so I try to get ahead of time.
yeah. So other than ratings, can you think of any other reason why the storyline would need a home invasion angle like that?
To keep it fresh, because people are interested in people's homes. It gets boring in ring after a while. You have to use other things to get the ratings, get the fans into the match, make it look like it's real. Because there's no more good guy, bad guy anymore. It's just who the person is, who the person is. That's their own personality. You want to show outside the ring, and see what's going on with that. So they use angles. It works and don't work. Some worked, some didn't work. And basically, it keeps everything fresh, keeps wrestling moving, so it won't be sitting there boring watching matches. Because after a while, it does get boring. You have to mix it up a little bit. Make storyline, backstage footage, hotels, whatever.
Okay,
let's everybody interested in the match. Everybody interested in the match.
Let's change.
It's not like the 80s when you sit in there and watch good guy, bad guy. It's not that anymore. They got to do something to change everything.
Let's rephrase. Let's rephrase the question here. So what? So why would? What kind of storyline would there be for a wrestler to invade a home or a hotel?
Either for championship matches, grudge matches. Basically, try to make it so people get interested and look like it's really happening. Make it look interesting.
Okay.
So they can watch the match and get entertained. Because now you don't have to do them anymore because everybody's too excited in the ring now. They're doing a lot more in the ring now than they did back then with storylines. So now they can do it, but they couldn't do it back then because it got so boring after a while.
Yeah.
Nobody believed this, and that's why they did the home base to make people actually believe into the match. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Austin and Pillman were best friends, but they wanted to make sure the match would stick and everybody would remember it. You know what I mean? They want to have a match to remember. People talk about today. You know what I mean? Like the big matches. Like the Undertaker segment, we tried to wed Stephanie after his home invasion. Everybody still talks about that.
Yeah.
Everybody talked about the Pillman Brian Pillman match. They still talk about that. It's not like when you did it, like trying to top everyone every match, like in WrestleMania 3 when Savage and Steve topped Hogan and Andre. No one expected that. It's not like that anymore. Nowadays, the matches are like too short, too long, or not much of a storyline. That's why some of the wrestling ratings are starting to go down. But you're not getting too excited like you used to. Wrestling show the same people every week. That's what feels product. You guys show some new blood. You guys show new blood. You know what I mean? Also, get them in there. And once in a great while. I mean, you just got Joe Henry. He's not being used much. Now you're getting... Oh, what's that guy's name? Just stopped TNA. WWE. Santana. He left. He's going to be WWE. To be NXT right now.
Yeah.
Like when they did when they first got Bobby Roode and everyone else from original Impact, but didn't use them at all much. It didn't last very long. Different type of wrestling, different type of atmosphere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They got to get some new people in there, or else it's going to break down the tubes. That's what everybody's looking for. New wrestlers, new excitement, not the same old excitement. But if he's seen his time to retire, he knows he's getting too old, and he knows he wasn't excited anymore. He's want to go out in the bank. He still works behind the scenes now. He's not a behind the scenes guy. But he's done enough in the ring. He said Bears needs some fresh blood, some new blood. So he's going to probably get some new people in there. Roman took the NXT like they're being held down because all the Simones came in. Half of them held down should be WWE by now. But Simones came in, took their spots. That's weird, you know?
Yeah.
That's just my opinion, folks. You have too many people from the United States nationality trying to control their seats and not getting their blood in there. Because you got to get some great talent in NXT right now that can go up and do it, you know?
Exactly.
Should have been there by now. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Make
yeah.
a new blood there, or else it's going to go stale. That's why reason going down for WWE because it's basically people on those shows. So, in that period, in the SummerSlam, it's not going to be sold out. According to what I read from Wrestling Sports Media and WWE, of the president or not, they sold a small amount of tickets. And it's not going to be sold out. And I think what they're going to do to send it in the next tomorrow night, make a 4-way. try to sell more tickets to put Gunther in the match. They're gonna, if he's gonna win, and put her in the match, make more exciting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ticket sales up. They're failing this year. And when they show PLE, it's a bunch of empty seats that we know. Nobody hasn't said anything, but the venue told the press they haven't sold many tickets yet. We still got whole crap load to sell. And it's coming up next month. Right?
Yeah.
Looks like the next month get pretty close.
So yeah, SummerSlam is getting very close here.
That's just something.
They've got some pretty solid matches going on here. However,
Not too exciting, fans' interest. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Because if you watch, I watched Pop and SmackDown last night. I found the channel. And they're so excited to Gunther against Cody, and I put my brain. They're going to win the tag team match tomorrow night, and Gunther's going to be added to the SummerSlam. The way it's right now, where Angle is, people get excited for Gunther to be added. The fans blew up. They saw him Gunther in the ring. They want that. So I think he's probably be added as fourth member in the 4-way match for the title. That's what's going to have to get the boost ticket sales up.
so tonight we have a Saturday night main event.
That's what I'm talking about. And my prediction is Gunther and Sammy are going to beat Punk and Rhodes. Just make it a 4-way.
Yeah.
That's my
So-
prediction. If I'm wrong. I'm wrong. I'm just predicting because I know what the fans want to see. They want to see Gunther add to that match. They want to see something definitely new. It's been a long time. You have 4 big stars in the ring for the title. Long time. And it's going to happen. We'll sell the rest of the tickets. It happens.
There's no telling on what could.
I'm sorry.
So the so on Saturday night main event, there's going to be about 5 matches. There's about 5.
Working, so I can't take it. Can't keep them with my travel is acting up. I can't record right now, so
Yeah.
I get a placement from Tampa.
So we
I
got
watch on Pete, that's sure, yeah.
Laredo Kid versus Trick Williams.
Trick's gonna win.
Danhausen versus JD Madonna in the no DQ match.
Gun House.
Paige and Brie.
Go ahead.
Paige and Brie Bella versus the Fatal Influence.
Toss up. They're both good teams, so that's a toss up.
For the Women's Tag Team Championship.
Yeah, they're both good teams. That's why I said toss up. They're both similar.
Yeah.
It'd be hard to decide to win it. You know, both similar styles. It's a toss up for me. I'm going either way.
A match that should be on SummerSlam, but is on tonight. Bayley versus Lyra Valkyria.
I hate to say this, folks, but Lyra's going to probably win it. Because Bayley's helping her boost her career. And she needs a big boost. So I think Bayley's going to do a job for her to make her more popular. She has popularity, but she's got a future. So I think Bayley's going to let her win. I'm sorry about that. My neighbor next door. Got a new neighbor, so I didn't know this.
And the main event is going to be CM Punk and Cody Rhodes versus Gunther and Sami Zayn. If Gunther and Sami...
Got my winner.
Yeah, if Gunther and Sami wins, then they are added to the SummerSlam match.
No, Gunther will be added. Sami's already in there. Gunther will be added. It's already CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, and Sami Zayn.
No, there's
Gunther
not.
will be added to the match.
No. Only CM Punk and Cody Rhodes.
I just watched it. He will, if his team wins, this team enters himself, Gunther will be added to the 4-way match. Gunther only. If you go back and watch SmackDown on YouTube, I just watched about 1 hour
I
ago.
watched that
That's
whole
what he said.
segment last night. They said Gunther
That's what he
and
said.
Sami
That's what he
will
said.
be added. Gunther and Sami
He
would
said-
be added
he
for a
said-
fatal
no,
4-way.
He said he will watch it again. said he will watch the event. I just watched it. Watched the highlight. He will be added to the Fatal 4-Way. It's him and Sammy win. And I'm right, because I can pop it on right now and let you watch it. And I can get on my TV.
Okay.
Up to you.
Okay. So,
I can pop it on my TV, you can hear it.
so
I did not like it. I just watched the segment. I heard word for word, I even wound it to hear it again. I thought I said the same thing. And then I said, Doctor be added. If you feel 4-way. It's already a 3-way match. And Sammy's already in it. So he'll be added. The two participants in the main event and SummerSlam will wrestle. We got their added to it. Sammy's already in the match. It's already been set up between Sammy, CM Punk, and Rhodes. But Gunther will be added if he wins. That'll be the 4th. That's the rule. I Pearson not here. I might be wrong 3-way, but I know it's already a 3-way match. And Gunther wins, Sammy wins, and he's added.
okay.
If you look it up, watch it. That's what he said.
I mean, I'm looking directly on the WWE website, and that's exactly what it says. Is that
I'm looking on YouTube. I'm looking on YouTube. When he said it.
I mean, I'm literally. Gunther and Sammy wins, then it's going to be a fair 4-way.
Listen. From the highlights.
Okay, copyright strike.
Petition to make sure your tag match tomorrow night on Saturday night's main event goes on as scheduled, including the stipulation. Of course, stipulation. So the guy, you don't get it. You don't get it, do you? You still don't get it, and you don't deserve it. Because if you would have waited before you choked Nick out, he would have told you. If you and Sammy are successful tomorrow night in the Garden, you're added to the WWE Championship match at SummerSlam.
It say Sammy.
Finish.
It said him. It did not say Sammy. If they win, he's
Finish
added.
the clip.
He's added.
Finish the clip.
That came from the actual SmackDown broadcast. I'm going to put highlights on there every week, and it came from the actual broadcast when that's on TV.
You stopped it.
It will not be saved.
Finish playing the clip.
He did it up. It's what it says. And then Cody Rhodes comes in and attacks him. Okay. My list.
WWE Championship match at SummerSlam, and it becomes a fatal 4-way.
It's already a 3-way match. Just look it up. It's already a 3-way match. I can look it for you right now. Let's see. Yes. Search. Who's in the main event of SummerSlam?
Who's in the main event of SummerSlam?
Sami Zayn, CM Punk, and Cody Rhodes are ready for a 3-way match. Gunther will be added. Several sites I just looked at said the same thing. Gunther's going to be added. Sami's already in there. It's already been set up for weeks now, those 3. That's why I put him in a tag team match, to make it a 4-way. Sami's already in it because he's a former champion. That's why I made it a 3-way. Now it's going to be a 4-way once Gunther's added to the mix. I just saw the thing on my phone. They already put the official poster of SummerSlam already with those 4 on it. So it looks like it's going to be a 4-way. I've been paying attention. I've been watching the clips on YouTube. People who I'm at other places with and wrestling discussions are saying the same thing. So, in my opinion, it's going to be a 4-way. Zayn, Punk, Rhodes, and Gunther. That's my prediction. I pay attention, Jeremy. I might not watch it, but I look things up a lot. I'm at work. I'm at work in my car. I'm on lunch. That's when he contacted me the other night. I'll look at it later. I want to screw this video. I was saying it last time. I screwed the video up.
Okay. So,
That's my prediction. It's going to be a four-way. And I know no
Yeah.
participants are, like I said. I watch a lot of highlights. I've been watching actual things happen on TV. I've been reading the dirt sheets, been reading the major sheets.
yeah.
I know what's going on. I do
So,
homework.
if you haven't noticed that SummerSlam this year is going to be in Minneapolis, which is the hometown of Brock Lesnar and Chad Gable.
Yep.
Um,
Rock's wrestling that night against Phi. That's already been signed.
yeah, yeah. Do you think that there will ever be a match involving Chad Gable and Brock Lesnar at the same time, where they're in the
No.
ring at the same time?
No. Because Chad Gable is a high flyer, and he's a Greco-Roman wrestler, but he won't be match to match. Brock Lesnar will not go after a small guy anymore. Not after he did for Ray. He stopped fighting small guys. Like small guys is just squishing. He doesn't care. Though he tells him not to put him over, he will not put him over. He'll put the big guys over. Small guys, no. And ever since he did for Ray and Eddie, he signed not to. His two kind of reminds him what he did to the other two guys. So if you check it with him, Chad Gable will be squished. It'll be over quick. They might have a few shots in, but then Brock Lesnar.
What about for a tag match where him and Gable are tag team partners?
Particularly who his take partner is.
Say that again.
That's got to be a certain person that he's faced before that will carry Chad Gable into the match. Can't be someone he hasn't wrestled before, else it's going to be a good match. Thing about Fi's never faced Brock Lesnar till now. He doesn't know nothing much about Brock Lesnar. That's why that won't happen. If you put him like when John Cena or Triple H or all them people went against him, yeah, they'll put him over fast. They'll make you do more spots. But with anyone Brock Lesnar never been against, it's not going to happen.
Okay.
That's what's going to happen. Now,
How about-
He's got a certain partner tag him. Yeah, that'd be fine. He has a certain partner going against Brock before.
Let's see. How about a tag team match between Brock Lesnar and Chad Gable against Obafemi and Gunther?
Never happened. Brock does not like Gable. Even he mentioned it years ago when he was doing that little idiot gimmick with his homophobia with his buddies. He doesn't like him, never does. Those same people who don't like him going to want to wrestle someone tag with. You don't have respect for Brock Lesnar, has respect for you, he wants nothing to do with it. That's the only thing. He respects you, wants to work with you, he'll work with you. If you're some guy who's pushing the spot, trying to get ahead without thinking, it's not that. Chad's got to prove his worth, because he's been in hunting stock since he got in there, and now he's starting to get serious. It'll take him a while before everybody respects him in the locker room. Right now he's doing the lucha thing, which is working for him. Those small guys working for him right now, so he's got respect for the luchadors. But the big guys, he won't be a long time for those in the big division. A long time. Still hasn't learned a lot about wrestling. He's learning the lucha style, so that's going to help him right there in the future. And why he did that mask guy, because Triple H got bought and he tried to get it popular. That was the reason he did that. Triple H was just bought and they wanted to get Triple H popular in the United States. You know, I guess top guys definitely be top guys, and then people start watching Triple H, and that's what they did. So that helped right there.
Mm.
That's why he did that. First it was a joke, and then it became serious after that. They found out what he did it for. Triple H. Now Triple H's on the map.
Any final thoughts on wrestling home breakers or home invaders?
You know, I think I said enough about him. I'm out of breath right now. Anything a mess in that, so just that real big problem, I'm fine. It'll be a little messy, seconds, it should be fine. It's out breath. I'll take a deep breath right now. My blood pressure's up a little bit. So, I have nothing else to say. How about you? How about you? Any final thoughts?
Not really. It'd be kind of nice to see them bring out at least one or two more angles of that, if possible.
Got time. It might come out from Sunday Command Night, you never know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It might come straight from then and probably set up for the SummerSlam. That's happened before.
Yeah.
Various times.
SummerSlam currently has 7 matches right now. That's not enough for 2 nights. They need to bring up more matches.
That's what they're doing Sunday Night Main Event for, is for more angles.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For more matches.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing. They're testing the wrestlers, see what angles they want to do. I think they're going to have another tag team title match at SummerSlam. The women's tag team titles. There's some angle on that. So they're going to have another rematch at SummerSlam. That's definite right there.
Yeah.
Whoever wins. It's going to be a rematch at SummerSlam. That's one of the matches they're at.
Yeah.
So, at least the one I know so far. So they happen. And Gunther be added to the 4-way match. So there you go. That's my predictions. I won't be watching it. I'll probably watch some of it tomorrow if I'm able to. But I got to work tonight, so that sucks. I can't watch it live.
Well, there's a rumor saying that Gunther is going to be facing Nick Aldis at SummerSlam as well.
Don't know. Nick is according to WWE, Nick is being released. They're gonna let him go. They got after 4 months ago. They're saying as soon as his contract's up, they're gonna let Nick Aldis go and let someone. Nick wants to leave. Personally, that's the reason. If he's done enough, to go replace him, somebody else. Once his contract's up, and I don't think he's gonna be in the ring because he's got a lot of injuries. Basically, he can't really fight much. That's why he couldn't fight against Gunther. He tried, but he knows he's not strong to fight anymore. He has some injuries that put him out of action. And, he's still physically active, but I don't think he can wrestle much anymore. So that's why they give him the angle right now. Because he's leaving the WWE, and everybody should know that when they read releases and stuff, Nick wants to leave on his own. I don't know if he's going to be in the ring again, or he's going to go someplace else at work, or just retire. So they're going to place him on SmackDown. With who, we don't know yet until it happens.
Yeah.
It's not going to be WWE wrestler. That's definitely out of it. I mean, somebody else that's behind the scenes. And no Paul Heyman. That's not going to happen again. Paul will want it. That's something else we haven't seen before. He's going to be taking over SmackDown. Once Nick's contract's up this year. He's leaving. That's been reported already a few months ago.
Yeah.
Any more final thoughts?
Nothing else right now.
See what happens tonight. I might watch it tomorrow.
Yeah.
See what comes out of it.
All right. So, other than that, this has been the JI08, also known as Jeremy J. Guillory. That has been Classic Mike.
Classic Mike here.
Please like, share, subscribe, follow. Follow the Broken Turnbuckle. Comment.
We're increasing on Facebook. We got one more views. We had 337 views for podcast 2 weeks ago. It's getting bigger.
Yeah.
People getting interested in a lot.
So,
now we go on YouTube. We get a lot more people.
Yeah.
So never know. More
What
people
we
watching.
need. So I really need to stress this at the very beginning to like, share, and subscribe, please. It helps out the channel. It helps out the page, everything to follow, because we don't have enough followers for me to do this live on the Broken Turnbuckle. We need it more on Broken Turnbuckle than on my own personal page and sharing it that way. So
That's we're on Facebook, so
yeah,
hopefully get more
yeah,
people.
we're doing it on Facebook Live for a reason right now. and uploading it onto YouTube immediately following. So, you know, we got 77 subscribers on YouTube. That is not enough. We've got to get way more than just 77. You know, at one point,
And by the way, tell you folks, people ask me, we're not getting paid, we're not here to make money. So
no,
there's two experts from different eras discussing different things that happen in our eras we're watching as fans. We're just fans. We don't get paid. We don't want to get paid. It's a fan page. It's for fans only. That's what's not coming out here by us. You're not getting paid. You just simply answer questions, my answer, or don't want to answer. We're not going to push you. We're not about that type of people. We're actual wrestling fans. Sorry, Jimmy, go ahead. I want to make sure everybody knows this. I've been asked this a lot lately.
exactly.
Go ahead, buddy. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
You talk about
So,
subscribers. Talk
Yeah.
about subscribers, so keep talking.
yeah. So, yeah, we got the subscribers on YouTube. We got the subscribers on YouTube, the followers on Facebook, and we've got to really hone in and do a lot better on there, because there's no this podcast is not going to last very long if we get less than 19 people watching at a time, like that. That's not doable by any means. Especially when we share to different people, different outreaches and things. We need, that's why I say share, like, everything that you can think of, so that the outreach is a little bit more. Yes, this thing's going on 10 more minutes than what I would like to do, but, we're live. What can we say or do about it? We need.
Well, I'll be plugging away, pushing all the episodes online, trying to get more people.
Yeah.
That's what I've been doing. After you put the episode up, that's what I've been doing.
Yeah.
Plugging away, so I got a few more people. Then I get a few more people on there, you never know. I'll stumble on it sooner or later.
Yeah.
A lot of people do read my posts, so.
Yeah. So there should be no reason for us to have very low views and 77 subscribers right now, after all the success that we've been going through, and all the outreach that we've been going through as well. There's no reason for that. Yes, I don't do B-roll right now because we're on live on Facebook, and also having issues with my computer. There's nothing I can do about it. My video editing software is not saving the files to where I can actually edit these things. So it's all raw footage right now. So if there's an outtake, I'm sorry, it's stuck in here. Nothing I can say or do about
There's no
it.
outtakes. We never rarely have outtakes. Only when your kitty cat comes in, that's normal.
Yeah.
That's normal with the cat, so that's normal, folks. My cat has cats and on with videos, that's normal.
Yeah.
That's
So,
how I would do.
yeah. So, other than that, the Jazz Ariad, also known as Jeremy J. Gill,